If you want to start creating content in 2026, this is the video that you need to watch and actually implement, not later and not even on the 1st of January 2026. Now, this video will walk you through the little things that you need to start doing and the simple habits that you need to build. These habits will make you feel comfortable on camera, especially if you're someone who is shy, give you the right mindset, and help you get ready to show up boldly even before 2026 arrives. And by the time you're ready to start posting, your foundation will already be solid. You don't want to miss any part of this video because every single part is important. So if you're ready to start preparing for that version of you that will show up purposefully, confidently, and consistently in 2026, drop "I am ready" in the comment section and let's dive in. The first thing you need to start doing is to start setting up a mini content station. Contrary to what you may think, you don't have to have a big space or a huge space before you set up a content station. You can look around your house and mentally take note of the different places that you can create content. You can just go and sit down on these places, set up your camera, and see the outcome of the video you created. That will let you know if that place is suitable for you to be creating content there or not. For example, I have about 3 to 4 different places that I know that I can just sit down on those places, set up my light, and create content, and it will still come out okay. So you can try it out even if you don't have a designated place to create content just yet. Alternatively, you can select a spot in your home and just arrange it, set it up as your content station. It could be a little corner, cubicle, or even a wall. For example, I use a wall right behind me. This doesn't have to be aesthetic or even expensive. Just a small corner that makes recording easier, and you can set up your equipment and leave them there instead of having to set them up every time that you want to record. This was one of the things that held me back for a long time from posting content, especially on YouTube, because I didn't really have a space. And whenever I wanted to create content, just thinking about how I will remove my soft boxes, start setting them up would just make me feel tired and discouraged from creating content. And because of that, I didn't show up for a long time. But now what I do is I already have a space where I create content. And whenever I finish creating content, I don't need to dismantle my light. I just keep it. And whenever I'm ready to create content again, I bring it out, plug it, put my seat, and start creating. It just makes it easy for me. And this is something that will also help you show up consistently. So do you have a content station in your home, or you're planning to create one? Let me know in the comment section. The second thing that you need to start doing, and you may not like this one, but it's very important, is to start filming, even if you don't get to post it just yet. Think of this as the warm-up session you get to do before the main match. Record yourself doing something like talking, explaining something, showing your routine, just the things that you would normally do on a normal day. The only difference is that this time you're recording it. And don't worry, like I said, you don't have to post it just yet. You can keep them for future use and use them as B-rolls. But for now, what matters is that you get used to seeing yourself on camera, because every time you record, you overcome fear little by little. And this is how you will get to build your confidence in private before it shows in public. 3, start intentionally collecting content ideas. This is where scrolling through social media will be of benefit to you, because this time you're not just doom scrolling, you're scrolling with purpose and intention. So here's what you're going to do. As you scroll through social media, take note of different things. Take note of the type of content that you see, the type of videos that people are posting, the type of audios that you're posting, the type of audios that are being used in these videos, the type of hooks that they use. And when you see something come up over and over and over, especially when it has a lot of views and engagement, it means that is trending at the time. You can save the trending sounds, the hook, the content ideas, and recreate them in your own way when you're ready to start posting. And there is no guarantee that the things that are trending now or at the time that you're getting this content will trend when you're ready to start posting. But also, there is no guarantee that it won't still be trending when you're ready. So save the content ideas, the trending sounds, and also take note of the hooks that you see in these videos. These things will come in really handy when you need them. And let's not forget, you need a place to drop these ideas. You can use your Notes app, Google Doc, or even a journal if you love journaling. This is also the time that you need to be sensitive. When you're doing something and you get a really good idea or get an inspiration from anything, make sure you write it down. Make sure you put it either in your notes app, Google Doc, or even in your journal so that you don't forget it. Tell me, how many times have you forgotten a very good idea just because you didn't put it down immediately? It happens to me and it is so painful. So I don't want that to happen to you. So make sure that whenever you get an idea, you put it down as soon as you can. Also, you need to start being conscious of the things that happen around you. Things that you learn from, mistakes that you made that you learn from, things that you failed at doing that you're now getting better at. Just make sure that you're conscious of things that happen, because these will be your stories. This will be content that you can easily put out as spontaneous and relatable stories when you're ready to start creating. And this is something that I do when something happens around me. So maybe something that I failed at or something I learned from, I'll just write it down in my notes app. And if you want to start showing up consistently on YouTube and you need a video editor to help you take off the stress of having to spend hours editing your YouTube video, then I am your person. Click on the link in the description or in the pinned comment to see the different packages that I have and select the one that best suits you and your budget. The fourth thing you need to start doing, and this is very, very important, it is to start shaping and working on your mindset. This is the part that we don't talk about enough. Do you know that you may have the tools, the content ideas, and every other thing that you need, but if your mindset is not right, if it is full of fear, comparison, perfectionism, you will remain stuck. So you need to start working on your mindset and telling yourself positive things. Start telling yourself that it's okay to be a beginner. Tell yourself you are the head and not the tail. You're a person of excellence. You have visibility. Tell yourself you're not for everybody, but the people who you're for will find you with ease. Tell yourself that you're favored and the favor of the Lord surrounds you like a shield. Tell yourself that your gifts will make way for you and make you stand before kings. Tell yourself these things, feed on these things, because once you have the right mindset, everything else will align with ease. 5, you need to surround yourself with the right content. This is not the time to be watching things that are of no value to you. This is not the time to be watching content that gives you nothing but wastes your time. You need to be intentional. Follow creators that inspire you positively. Study how they structure their videos. Observe how they talk, not to copy them, but to understand what works. This will help shape your thoughts and direction. Think of it as a quiet or a silent mentorship. Number 6 is that you need to start learning one skill or how to use one app at a time. There are different skills and apps that you need to learn how to use as a content creator, from editing to graphics to caption writing and a few others. The good thing is that you don't have to be a pro at all of these. You just need basic knowledge to enable you put out good content. So pick one and start learning. For example, editing. You can start learning with CapCut. Learn how to add basic text, how to cut out mistakes and awkward silences, how to add background music, basic transitions, and every other thing that makes your video high quality and professional. And if you need help learning how to use CapCut, I have lots of videos on my channel that can help you with that. So just check on the playlist and thank me later. The goal is to remove the fear of editing, because once you understand the basics of editing, especially with an app like CapCut, everything else becomes easy. Let me know which of these things or these habits you're going to start practicing and implementing today. And to recap all that I've said, number 1, I said you should create a mini content station. Start filming different things even if you don't post it just yet. 3, start intentionally collecting content ideas. 4, start working on your mindset and making sure it is right. 5, surround yourself with the right content. And 6, start learning one skill or one app at a time. If you're serious about starting content creation and thriving in 2026, don't stop here. Watch this video right here where I share 7 must-have apps every beginner content creator needs. These apps will help make your content creation journey super easy. So click on it and I'll see you there. Remember, Jesus loves you. Bye.